The Nile flowed. Life in Egypt continued, oblivious to the pain of one Hebrew woman. She held her newborn son, his destiny hidden. Danger lurked. Pharaoh had decreed death for all newborn Hebrew boys. Out of love, she made a choice. She placed him in a basket. The Nile became his protector. The current carried him towards hope. His sister Miriam watched, a silent guardian. The basket came to rest. Pharaoh's daughter found him. She named him Moses. He was raised a prince of Egypt, yet a child of two worlds. Years passed. Moses, now a man, learned of his true heritage. He saw the suffering of his people. He saw an Egyptian taskmaster beating a Hebrew slave. Rage filled him. He acted rashly. He killed the taskmaster. His secret was out. He fled into the desert, an exile. He found refuge with Jethro, a Midianite priest. He became a shepherd, tending flocks in the solitude of the wilderness. Years turned into decades, his past a distant echo. One day he saw it, a bush engulfed in flames yet unconsumed. A voice called out from the fire. God spoke. "Moses, Moses!" The voice echoed. It was powerful, yet comforting. Moses, humbled, replied, "Here I am." God spoke of his people's suffering. He had a mission for Moses. He was to return to Egypt. He was to confront Pharaoh. He was to free his people. Moses was afraid. He felt inadequate. God reassured him. He would be with him. He gave Moses signs. His staff would turn into a serpent. His hand would become leprous, then healed. Moses, his faith ignited, accepted his destiny. He was to be God's instrument of liberation. Moses returned to Egypt. He stood before Pharaoh, a shepherd confronting a god-king. He delivered God's message, "Let my people go." Pharaoh scoffed. He refused. The Nile, lifeblood of Egypt, turned to blood. Fish died. The stench filled the air. Pharaoh remained unmoved. Frogs swarmed, lice infested the land, flies blackened the sky, livestock died, boils covered the Egyptians, hail shattered their crops, locusts devoured what remained. Still, Pharaoh's heart was hardened. He clung to his defiance. He would not relent. Section 5. Darkness and Blood. Darkness descended upon Egypt, a palpable darkness. Fear gripped the hearts of the Egyptians. They could not see. They could only wait. Still, Pharaoh refused to yield. He challenged God. He challenged Moses. Then came the final plague, the death of the firstborn, a night of terror, a night of wailing. No Egyptian home was spared, except for one. The homes of the Hebrews were passed over, marked by the blood of a lamb, a symbol of sacrifice, a promise of protection. Section 6. Exodus. Pharaoh, broken by grief, finally relented. "Go!" he cried. "Leave my land!" The Israelites, freed from bondage, began their exodus. They left the only home they had ever known. They followed Moses into the unknown. They carried their meager possessions. They carried their hope for a future free from slavery. Their journey was arduous. The desert was unforgiving. Yet they pressed on, guided by a pillar of cloud by day, a pillar of fire by night, symbols of God's presence, reminders of his promise. They were free. Section 7. The Sea Parts. They reached the Red Sea, a vast expanse. Were swept away. The Israelites were safe. Section 8. A New Covenant. They journeyed on. They reached Mount Sinai. Moses ascended the mountain. He was gone for 40 days and 40 nights. He communed with God. He received the law. The Ten Commandments, a covenant between God and his people, a blueprint for a just and righteous society. The Israelites waited below, their faith tested, their patience wearing thin. They built a golden calf, they worshipped it, they strayed from the path. Moses returned, he saw their idolatry, his anger burned, he smashed the tablets of the law, he confronted his people. Section 9. The Commandments. Moses once more ascended the mountain. He pleaded with God for his people. God, in his mercy, forgave them. He gave Moses a new set of tablets inscribed with the Ten Commandments, a reminder of their covenant, a guide for their journey. The Israelites, humbled and repentant, vowed to obey. They understood the gravity of their commitment. They were God's chosen people, tasked with being a light to the nations. Their journey was far from over. But they had their leader, their faith, and their God. They were ready.